I think you can still pop up. Hold on a second. I might have jumped the gun right now, but I this is supposed to be a dual live. I got a special guest that should be popping up. I believe he still can because I did set it up. Yeah, there he is, right there. All right. All right. All right. All right. Cool. 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 Man, yeah. I was losing
What's
my
going
mind,
on,
bro.
man?
I was literally losing my freaking mind right now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Turn that down.
I'm pretty washed out up here, man.
No, no, I'm sure you are. I seen the, you were going, you went live. I don't know how long did you go for? You were on there for a while.
Uh, yeah, a couple hours, 2, 3 hours.
Yeah, so I'm sure you're a little bit burnt out, especially because you're not feeling too well and whatnot.
No, I meant the light. It seemed like when I had the light on, it was
Oh,
rather bright. I may have to put a different.
yeah, no, you're all right. You're all right.
So what do you got going on, man? You chasing the cops around town now?
Yeah, we're over here trying to, scope out, the scenes and, like I always tell the audience, there's always a lesson to be learned at these, traffic stops, and there's always a lesson to pick up from these scenes and police calls and whatnot. So we try to spin like a positive, um, you know, try to spin it into a positive from all this chaos out here.
Yeah. So when we get the numbers up, we got to start asking the people where do they stand. Do they believe that policy, statute, and code is necessary? Do we need it to govern ourselves and each other, or should we just be able to do whatever we want to do unless we're a threat, right? We're causing loss or harm in some way. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, man. I mean, feel free if you got anything that you want me to cover specifically. If not, I'll ride shotgun with you. We'll see what you got going on out there, man.
Yeah. Hold on.
Slave disturbance.
So dumb. A lot of parties. There's been it's kind of interesting, when I hear officers say, "Oh, commercial plate," like they're pulling somebody over. I remember the first time I went to that, I was like, "Oh, commercial plate." I was like right off the bat thinking it was like a UPS truck driver, some sort of uh, you know, uh, a person, working in commerce. And when I
Right.
rolled up to the call, it was just like some normal, Joe Schmo. So wait,
Wait
commercial?
a second. You mean to tell me that when they're doing these dispatches, they're referring to these tags as commercial plates?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so do I even have to say anything then at that point? I mean, I thought this was sovereign citizen mumbo jumbo, but they're announcing the plates as commercial plates. That's what you're telling me. I've never heard that or seen that, but nothing would surprise me at this point, right? How deep we are in the matrix and the deception. Um, yeah, I mean, you try telling the average person that, right? They're going to tell you you're a crazy conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I got the scanner on right now, but yeah, if I was able to get this live going a bit sooner when it was supposed to be working. I don't know what the hell was going on, but yeah, you would have heard a couple calls. One guy specifically said commercial plate, blah 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 blah, at this location, and they also say traffic. They also say traffic stop, and they'll start
Okay, I
saying the
have to
plate
ask
number.
this too. This is a good thing because you're this is your audience, right? So you know when I start when I start quoting your audience toward you, don't get mad at me. They want to know why, and quite frankly, I do as well. Why are you wearing that thing on your face, man? you
Uh,
have,
I, I do, well, it adds, a little mystery for one, and I really don't want, the public to see my face. I work with a lot of people. A lot of people, it's a small town, so a lot of people, will probably recognize me right off the bat. And there's some other thing. There's something else about my occupation that I want to keep that private. So I
so
want to
the
keep it.
bottom line is you don't want Donald Trump to send ISO and take you off because you got some. some sketchy history here. You're a Polynesian or something. They're going to take you
Yeah,
back.
that too. There's many.
Well,
There's a
at
couple
some
reasons.
point, you can't honestly think you're going to do this, and people aren't going to know who you are or find out who you are. Right? You got to abandon that dream at some point. You got to be
Well,
you, own the position, man. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. You know?
yeah. No, I know. I understand that at some point, people are gonna know who I am. At some point, they're gonna know what I'm
All right,
driving. They're
that
gonna.
point is right now. I'm Paul Unslaved. This is Proper Instruction Motivates People. That's my channel. I'm here now with you, and I'm telling you, unmask yourself, RCA.
Not happening. Not happening.
Unmask yourself right now. We want to see you
No.
completely unslaved,
But,
uncensored.
uh, so you guys want RCA uncensored, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not gonna happen.
All right.
Not
I
today.
can't. I
One
can't.
day though. One day it'll just be gone, and you guys are gonna know. Everyone's gonna know what I'm driving, where I live, and everything else. So one day though. One day. Not today though.
All right. I tried, people. I tried.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps a little mystery too. I think people like it. This mystery vigilante guy, cop watcher, going around filming cops. Ninja, street ninja.
You're
So
like Batman in a way. You're a
yeah,
Polynesian Batman. All
exactly,
right. I'll
exactly.
accept
That's
it.
kind of cool.
I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it.
Yeah, actually looks like yeah, people are actually popping in this time. That's a little shocking. I tried this dual live before, and it wasn't letting me into the algorithm, but it looks pretty good right now. It looks pretty good. 62 people in right now, 7 likes. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in, guys. We got a special guest here, Mr. Officer Paul Enslaved.
Well, why? Wow. I didn't know you cared. Um, yeah, man, we're here. I figured I'd jump on with you for a little bit. Um, I've been seeing you've been doing your thing. And yeah, man, I mean, it's good to see, you kind of were over there in my area for a while and, soaking up some experience and information. So, yeah, it's good to see you putting that to use, for whatever that's worth. Um, I think that it's definitely good to hold these folks accountable, to know the law, obviously, understand the difference between legal and lawful. And, yeah, let these folks know that we have a voice and a choice out here, and that they need to do what's right. And that's like common sense at this point, right? You would
Yeah,
think. So
yeah, right. No, for sure. Common sense is not that common uh, in this day and age.
right,
Shockingly.
boosters are common. Boosters are common. Everyone gets the booster.
But yeah, hey, Operation Hyper, if you can you get his channel link and,
Oh yeah,
and throw it up there?
100%. Hi. Other
I got a part. It's my
What's
sidekick
going on,
over
bud?
here.
friends tell me.
It's my sidekick over here.
All right. So what's the worst that's happened so far? Have you guys got like beat, tased, jailed at all, or are you
Okay,
still completely green?
so a little bit about us. So I mean, prior to him meeting me, listen, I'm really young. I just turned 17. I literally came here when I was 16 in California, and I grew up inside of a Latino family. I was adopted when I was like 3 years old, and so I've seen a lot of police brutality. I remember a lot of times just walking down the road and them questioning us and literally stopping us and questioning us. But at the same time, this place, Oxnard PD seems way more chill than where I'm from. So I just had the. Then when I met RCA over here, I was like, you know what? I have this brilliant idea because I keep seeing all these other auditors keep getting arrested, tased because they're yelling at them. So I was like, why not just bootlick? And then if they keep treating us like shit, then yes, yell, scream, use that First Amendment, freedom of speech. But if being kind to them makes them kind back to us, maybe we could get in close. Maybe we can even ask them questions. And so far, I have literally been so close in there. I straight up was on a crime scene last night, and they straight up didn't even kick me off at all because I was just licking the boot. And then I was even able to ask questions. Apparently, the dude was drinking. He injured a dude. They wanted to press charges. I asked them all that question, and I literally was walking through a crime scene, and they couldn't do shit because I told them I was a news reporter. I was kind to them. They had no reason to use any force, even, and I could tell one of them wanted to. They literally, one of them was literally like glaring at me the whole time, but I literally wasn't doing anything wrong, so they couldn't do shit.
Well, listen, I mean, uh, as much as I go off at times on my broadcast or in different situations, and I have, on the road as well, I try to, uh, be as congenial and amicable as I could be,
What
without
is it
wavering
mean?
on the law and rights. So, yeah, man, I'm not going to give you too much pushback on that, right? I wouldn't necessarily call it licking the boot. I'm not into boot licking, but I'm also not into trying to incite these people either, right?
Yeah.
I'm crazy, but I'm not stupid, right? So ultimately, it's like they're there to uphold the law. They're not supposed to be interfering with property and rights. The mysterious part here, or the part that everyone's forgetting, or doesn't know about, or won't accept, is that most people have contracts with these people. They have
Yeah.
contract with the corporation known as United States. They have contract with the state of entities. They have contracts with all these corporate endeavors, right? So these folks are essentially holding most people to their corporate contracts. So we really can't feel sorry for Americans that would have natural rights who are now citizens that have civil rights because they, whether they know it or not, have opted into a contractual process where they agree they're going to follow statute, policy, and code as law. So it's unfortunate, but it's where we're at. And that's why I believe we need to more and more distinguish the difference between legal and lawful,
100%.
interest and equity versus these contracts,
So
natural
I'm
rights.
about.
Go ahead.
I saw something last night, literally exactly what you're saying. So literally, and it pissed me off so much. I went on this whole rant about it. I'm not going to go on a rant again, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So, police like to mess with homeless people. Don't know for whatever reason, but they just do. They're criminalizing homelessness. So last night, I saw 3 cars going over at least 150 miles per hour, street racing. Could very easily strike someone and literally rip them limb from limb. I have seen that happen before. If a car's going fast enough, your body will literally tear in two. Torso one direction, legs the other. So these cars are speeding down the road. Officer doesn't even turn on red, blue at all. They pass right in front of him. Like you're at a freaking NASCAR track. And I'm like, dude, are you not going to do anything? He doesn't turn on his red and blue. Instead, he literally, as he passes us, right, he sees me looking at him and he just stares me down. I'm like, whoa, you're not going to go after them, but why are you looking at me? So it's stuff like that that does piss me off. Because when there's literal crimes being committed right in front of you, you don't want to do shit. But then, oh, this homeless guy, oh yeah, he looks kind of sus. Let's go after him instead, as if they're committing a crime. They really have it hard. Instead of throwing them in jail or giving them tickets or whatever, or signing them, throw them in the back of your car, drive them to the nearest shelter, get them cleaned up, buy them some food, maybe even bring them to a rehabilitation center. America as a whole needs a reboot, dude. It's falling apart. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I want to say this in front of RCA too. I'm honestly thinking about leaving America. I have a girlfriend in a different country, and I'm like seriously tempted to, because just based on the trajectory and what I'm seeing now, laws are falling apart. Amendments are not being abided. There's literally another amendment that I don't even know if it's an amendment or a law or something, but it's literally, I forget which amendment that it's after, but I think it's the right to bear arms. They're adding something that literally takes that away. So I'm like, no, I don't like America anymore. It's falling apart, corrupt dictator, and it's been that way, I think, since the Obama administration, honestly.
It's been that
That
way.
was like,
It's been that way for hundreds of years at this point. Because again, and I'm not picking on you, there's misunderstanding that statute, policy, and code is law. It's given the force of law through the consent of the governed, right? So speeding, this, that, and the third. Pick a code, pick a statute, policy, and code. It's not a crime, right? If there's no loss, injury, and harm, there's no claimant on the other side, right? You can't face your accuser. The state of is the moving party on the charging instrument.
I like him.
Then there's no actual crime, right? So it's not that we need to leave America, which is the foundation of this idea of God and natural rights and all of us having these natural rights. We need to uphold the foundational principles and law of the land, because if we can't do it here, we're not going to be able to do it anywhere, right? You know, what we say is this is a new world order. New world order is statute, policy, and code runs everybody's life because corporations are everybody's daddy, right? Rather than the people running themselves in their own life, understanding the law of the land, which is that we have God-given rights. We can do whatever we want to pursue our happiness and property, absent some loss, injury, and harm, or a debt owed, right? So if we pay our debts, we don't cause loss, injury, and harm, then our servants have to serve us and or leave us alone. That's what I believe we need to get back to. That's the experiences I'm having in the courts. We're having successes. And I believe that's what's going to need to happen, right? Because really, if you have been out of the country and you go other places, you're going to find not only is this dynamic present there, it may just be worse, right? And the dynamic is statism, collectivism, communism, fascism. All the isms are basically the same idea, right? It's the abolition and or interference with private property and the private man's livelihood, aka natural rights. So we got to stand on that. We got to uphold that. We got to exercise that, and we got to teach that, so other people start to know the difference.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Another. Oh,
You got something to say?
yeah, 100%.
Go for it. Go ahead.
So I'm a huge history buff. Okay, I like studying history. I like looking at it. I would compare modern day America to China, like current China, honestly. It's bad, dude, and I think that the only time when everybody was free, I mean, there's never been a time because I would like to also point something out about the current immigration issue. This is the land of the free, right? Technically, everybody's supposed to be allowed in. That's on a technical basis. However, that's not the right. That's not how it's going. Additionally, I mean, I have multiple girlfriends, but a couple of my girlfriends are Latino, and I mean, sorry, Latina. I'm not gay. And I literally asked them, "Hey, what's the process like?" And it's horrible, dude. Literally, you go into this office and then you get denied. Even if you get everything right, they still deny you. So it's not about following the process. It's about making the process more open. Because I would also like to point something else out. The people who are here, quote unquote, illegally, they're not doing anything illegal. They're straight up contributing to this society. They literally aren't doing anything bad. They're just being deported because you didn't have your shit straight. So what I would like to point out about that is literally what was I want to, this is a rhetorical question for the chat, but what was happening like 2 years ago? The Black Lives Matter movement. But you want to know exactly what they did after Trump went into administration? Oh, Black lives definitely matter now. But you know whose lives don't matter? The Latino community, the Latina community, like all these Mexicans, Colombians, Guatemalans. Yeah, fuck them. But we're not feeling oppressed anymore. Let's go oppress some other people. That's how humans work. It's horrible. I think it's fucking stupid, but that's how America is. That's exactly how America is. Nobody's free. There's always going to be some oppressed community. And I say that from personal experience because my mom and dad were just deported. I want to say like a couple. How many months has it been since I came here? Because it was like right before I came here.
I don't know.
Like 5 months, like literally like 5-6 months ago, dude. And it pisses me off. And then another thing that they do when they deport you, I mean, my parents' experience, they straight up don't care where you're from. They'll just deport you straight over the border if you're Latino or Latino. They send you like straight over to Mexico. Then it's up to you to go find your way back. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah, well, again, this is the corporatism. You're not going to have a lot of folks who like it because they've been trained to uphold this idea that legal and lawful are the same thing. So I tend to agree in the sense of if it's a free country, if it's a free world, then we have to be free to move about if we're not causing loss, injury, and harm, right?
And
So,
to sum up,
yeah, I'm not going to necessarily criminalize people because of where they're from. If I want to be able to move freely, then I have to allow the people to do the same. If they're doing criminal activity, causing loss, injury, and harm, or not paying their debts, right, exploiting the system, then that's a different discussion. You know,
100%. And just to add on to that, literally, for everybody who does, agree with immigration, who might be watching, I want you to think about it like this: we are born on a rock floating in space. Literally, each and every one of us are part of that same rock, and we're over here fighting with weapons of mass destruction, threatening to blow each other up. Who the fuck are we gonna impact? Like, we're gonna blow them up, but we're still on the fucking same rock. We all share fucking resources. If we deport these people over here and this side of the rock starts hating on us, who do you think that like Mexico and Colombia and Guatemala is gonna side with? Russia and China. They're not like, if they come after us, they're gonna team up with them, and we're fucked. Completely fucked. So even if you agree with it, think about it that way. Like, you're fucked. You're fucking screwed. And at the end of the day, even let's say we start bombing the shit out of Mexico or Russia or China or something. Like, that shit's still gonna impact us. We trade with them. That shit's gonna still impact us in that way. Also, if we launch nuclear warheads, pollution's gonna get up in the air, destroy the ozone layer, and the whole entire freaking place is fucked. It's like, why can't humans just be peaceful? It's because we're fucking territorial creatures. We evolved from freaking monkeys, and monkeys are territorial. I mean, that's really the sum up, and also power, abuse of power. And that takes us back to America, abuse of power. The police were literally invented to catch slaves. If you go back to the very beginning, that's exactly why they were created, to catch slaves. I don't know why. I don't know why they're still around today. They're supposed to be there to uphold laws and keep people safe. They don't keep shit safe. If anything, they escalate shit. It's stupid.
well, yeah, I mean, again, United States is defined as a corporation. If you go to U.S. code, it's right there. It's not sovereign citizen mumbo jumbo. It's their definitions. United States is defined 1A as a corporation. So if you're going to do a corporation, you need a president, a vice president, a treasurer, and other positions. If you're going to run a corporation with those positions, you got to generate revenue for the corporation. That's where all of the subjects that call themselves citizens get to play surety for the corporation, because they're going to generate all their revenue off of your ass, right? And they're going to use the public fool system and the political science system to teach you that you need them to do that for you, right? In order for you to be safe and have all the programs you need to be thoroughly indoctrinated and turned into a statist, you're going to have to pay the tax and take the vax and be a laxed out slave and follow the code, so they can like monetize you, tokenize you, and generate revenue and feed the beast, and keep it all rolling along. So, like Dave said in chat, we have an identity. It's about sovereignty. If your identity is not about sovereignty and under God and with truth, you don't know who and what you are, and you don't know why you're here, and you're literally just fodder for the machine, right? You're just gonna be fed to this machine and not even know it. You're gonna think you're helping, like that cartoon, right? The kid in the meme, I'm helping, with his finger up his nose. That's the majority of citizen slaves at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, and another thing I would like to add on to that.
Hey,
Oh yeah, 100%.
You got a lot to say.
I'm gonna go
This guy's got a lot to
go
say.
all hell loose. So listen,
Please
I
respect your
honestly, I
I'm just gonna sit back and listen to you guys.
this shit's probably gonna get a lot of people angry. I'm not a liberal. I originally liked people like Trump before I found out what they actually stood for. This was when I was younger. I was like, yeah, let's stand up for our rights, because he preaches a lot of good shit, right? But he's a pathological liar. We all know that. So I liked Truman. I liked Obama. So. And honestly, at the end of the day, I'm not even a Democrat. I'm not a liberal. I don't give a fuck who the president is. But the person I vote for, listen, and I want to state something real quick. This country has become so fucking polarized, okay? It's not about red versus blue. It's not about black versus white, brown versus white, yellow versus white, black, whatever. Nobody gives a fucking flying shit. That's all your guys' generation. That's his generation. My generation doesn't give a fuck. It's about who can run the country better. And all this old people shit where, oh yeah, well, we need to fix this, that, the third. Nobody gives a shit. It's about who can run the country better. It's about, listen, I want to ask you a very, very serious question, chat. And this is kind of rhetorical, answer in the chat, but I'm not looking. Do you think the U.S. will still be here in 50 years if the country's still going on the path that it's going? No, it's probably going to end in the next 5. Think about that for a second. This country is one of the youngest countries out there, like literally 200 years old. China's been here for over what, millions and millions of years, dude. So, in all reality, we're doing something wrong. It's not about guns. Because listen, if you take away the right to bear arms, there are people out here who are still, who the criminals do not follow laws. You're just taking away guns from people who can't then protect themselves. So there's that. Another thing, oh, let's go put tariffs on everybody. But then, oh, when something happens to us, we want to go ask them for their help. No, that's not how shit works. It's a give situation. You give them something, they give you something in return. I don't know why America's so fucking butthurt. Oh, because they're not paying whatever it is in the EU. Nobody gives a flying shit, dude. That's how the world's been working for millions and millions of years. We offer them protection. They give us a bunch of really, really cheap goods in return. But so if they are giving us millions and millions of dollars of shit, just cheap imports, right? Why are you expecting them to pay all this shit to the EU? Like, it's a give situation. Not the world's not entirely fair in the sense of, oh, everything's equal. There is still the equal reaction. Like, they're giving us super cheap imports. They're just not going to contribute to the EU the way that we are. It's that fucking simple. And some countries don't do that. Another thing, as I was saying about the political grounds in America, we don't give a shit. Trump's bad. Biden was bad. Red versus that's just non-existent. It's just who all these old fucking people keep voting them into fucking office because, oh, they promised. No, look at their track record. Instead of just literally focusing on what they're saying on the stage, go back. Is this dude honest? No. Has he ever been honest? No. Is he hungry for money? Yes. Oh, let's go with
That's
Biden
all of
now.
them, dude. That's all of them. That's why democracy is not a republic, and that's why folks are losing their property rights and their personal choice because they keep
100%.
playing into this idea that one politician or another is going to be the reason why they're going to be strong and free and inspired and great again, right? It's a pipe dream. The only way to get that way, again, we go back to the Hopi prophecy. Weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. The only way to make America great again is by having great men and women again. And great men and women don't let other men and women tell them what to do and how to live. It's just that fucking simple,
100%.
And here's the thing, too. Great men and women don't go to their corporation they call government for handouts and ask them to help them live, right? Which is another problem that we have here. You got a lot of folks who think that the corporation that calls itself government is supposed to be everybody's mommy and daddy and make a living for them and give them entitlement programs and help everybody. That's not a free society either, right? So, yeah, free society is one where we're free and brave, like the, the Pledge of Allegiance, one of these pieces of tradition, right? Land of the free, home of the brave, like they say. So when we get back to being brave in order to be free, we will see America be great and successful and prosperous again when we care for ourselves and co-create properly with each other under the law, God's law, doing what's true and what's right, not expecting anything from anybody else and not letting anybody else interfere with our expectations.
100%, 100%. And another thing I'd like to add on to that, literally, I don't know if you forgot to say it or if you just assume people that knew it, but the president, the leaders of the U.S. are they are technically not even supposed to really have that much power that they do. The people who own them, who vote them into power, can very easily vote them out. But the thing is we have tried, and the system, it's almost like a curtain, right? Let me dumb this down for people in chat. It's almost like a curtain. So you can be oh yeah, it's just a curtain. We can't see through it, right? And we just assume everything's normal, except they can see us, but we can't see them. What I mean by that is you can assume a system is supposed to work a certain way. And yes, it can seem like that on the outside, but then on the inside, he can just write this law that states, oh, I'm not allowed to be impeached or whatever, or he could, what's it called, martial law. He could do martial law at the very end of his term and cause distress within the United States and make his term run as however long he wants. And that's just, there's that illusion that America is free, that illusion. a lot of people from the outside don't know that it's an illusion. That's why they keep coming here. I don't suggest coming to America the way it is right now. It's just
Well, the
what it
point is,
is. I mean,
it's to them it's freer, right? And there's more economic opportunity. You
yeah.
know, so tends to be in this life, if you don't assert yourself and stand your ground and have a co-creative community that stands on principle and is active, somebody's going to run you. I don't care if it's the corporation you call government or the cartels, right? You
Mhm.
know, so typically that's just the way it goes. You know, if you want to be weak and you want to go along to get along and not assert yourself, you will be ruled over by somebody, you know, someplace, sometime. So, you know, that's the lesson that this realm has for us. You know, if we don't want to be ruled over, we don't have to necessarily be violent. We're going to have to use the force spiritually, and stand on what's true and what's right, and make a way for ourselves. You know, easier said than done, right? The greatest rewards in this life are the hardest things to do. It would seem to me. So what's up,
Oh,
RCA? You ain't gonna ride around or what? Where's all
yeah.
the action at?
All right. Yeah. Let's see. We can listen up for some calls here. Yeah. Let's switch it up. You know,
let me get to bootlicking.
you got you
And
got
let me tell some of these
yeah, go,
slaves in chat. They got the
yeah, go
wrong
ahead.
one with me. Okay, I'm not no liberal. Okay, I'm doing underground with others in my little area. Donnie Trump and all you Republicards think you're doing that they could never do or would never do. We're upholding the law. We're exercising rights. We're going to jail regularly, going to court without attorneys, getting dismissals, getting results, upholding the law, exercising rights and freedoms. I thought those were Republican values. Not asking for nothing, not living on government entitlement programs, not being a collectivist, not being a commie slave, right? So yeah, I mean, again, I think people need to really check their supposed value systems and understand where they sit in this arena, and what's actually going on, right? And the differences.
I like him.
He's
Hey, you want to come to Oxnard sometime?
Where's that at?
Oh my goodness. Are you in California?
No, I'm on
Oh.
Arizona right now.
Oh crap. I mean, what if we took a trip down there one time and went live down there?
yeah. You gonna pay for it or what?
Oh yeah, 100%.
All
I
right.
pay with
Yeah. If you
my
pay
food
for it,
stamps.
yeah.
I pay for it with
He's
my
gonna
food
pay
stamps.
with food stamps, guys.
Well, believe it or not, I'm moving along because we're in the middle of the desert here. I want to get some land with some trees and whatever else. So we're taking it down the road here, and God help me, my next location is potentially going to be Denver. So I already know I'm going to be going to jail there in order to have to put stuff on record, you know, because again, you want to talk liberals, it's not real liberals, they're leftists. But yeah, man, it's not going to be pretty, but that's anywhere you go at this point, right?
You know what I find
Arizona,
hilarious?
go ahead.
You know what I find hilarious about a lot of liberals? I'm not saying all because that's just like saying all boys are cheaters or all girls are cheaters, right? Like you can't assume everybody's that way. But a lot of liberals and a lot of righties too. Like I mean, there's a lot of my generation. I'm not saying a lot of the older generation, but my generation I've noticed, Gen Alpha. They're like, oh yeah, I think either Biden was good or Trump is good, but then they start posting all this neo-Nazi shit. Literally, that's the opposite of what America stands for, right? Hitler wanted to eradicate the world and make everything pure. That's literally the opposite. And then a lot of leftists, I'm not saying all, right? But a lot of them, they're like, oh, well, we need to take the gun rights away. But that's the opposite of what a liberal is. Liberals want rights. They want like all these rights. And then righties, right? What they're technically supposed to be about is wanting to, be sovereign citizens, want to do their own stuff, own their own land.
The
So,
rule of
but
law. They confuse the rule of law with policy enforcement. But yeah, I
yep.
know what you're saying. That's the
Yeah.
that's the deception, right?
Yeah. Anyways, you ready to roll?
You guys want to let's listen up for some calls? See if we can roll up to a call or two. Maybe we can maybe ask the officer some questions about
Bootlick time.
aka sovereign citizens and what they think about them, or if they even ran into some.
Guys, do you want to see a bomb? This is a bomb. I got it from one of the protests.
Let's see. Let's listen up. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can get a couple calls here. And yeah, Paul, if you got anything to say, you just say. Maybe shout out your channel, or if you want to drop the link, OP, real quick. There, I showed my face a little bit. All right,
Commit
see, I'm
Alpha
not scared.
Turkey. I commit Alpha Turkey. I love you.
Yeah, your boyfriend there is showing his face. Oh, he's not gay, but they keep giving him shit in the chat.
Oh yeah,
Oh no. I'm a
I'm just,
minor. I am a
oh,
minor.
yeah,
I'm a
okay.
minor.
I don't know what that means, but I guess that's supposed to trigger me or be a dog whistle, right? Don't bring anything up. He's a minor, chat. All right, so that
right.
might be illegal. See, everything's illegal. You can't turn around out here without doing something illegal. All
I
right,
was
so that's
talking to
good.
Pat, not you.
RTA Unslaved. All right, yeah, drop my link in the channel. Proper instruction motivates people at Pimp
Alright.
Unslaved.
Pimp Unslaved. Okay, Daddy.
Yeah, my first
Proper
channel.
instruction.
My first
motivates
channel
people.
is banned, shadow banned.
Yeah, that one. That's it. That's it. That's it.
A monkey? You have a monkey gorilla season. Anybody can get it. Look, it's a monkey. It's a monkey chat.
That's what they called me. They called me a white gorilla, so I ran with it. You know, yeah, take what you can get in this life.
I like him. I like him. We need him more often.
Oh, he's amazing.
Amazing.
He's an amazing man, Mr. Officer Paul Enslaved.
The truth is amazing. God is amazing. We're capable of doing amazing things when we align with that. So that's
I'm a
the
mess.
bottom line of what I've learned.
Oh, there it is right there. So
What are you guys
everybody,
doing for money, or are you all on SSI? Do you not engage with the chat here? You know me. I can't help myself. I feed on the drove.
yeah, I do sometimes, but I'm a little bit excited to have you on here, so I'm not really paying attention too much to them.
All right. Whatever.
Yeah, they can say whatever they want. Sometimes they're just it's a little crazy.
Yucca. Wanna go to Yucca?
Yucca and acorn.
Uh-huh.
All right.
We need everything that we can get tonight.
Well, let's get the roll in here. We got a. What was that? What was it? Yucca and what?
Yucca and acorn.
We got, what is that? A supporter. I think a supporter rolling up, maybe. No? Oh no. Supporter or hater. But
Remember that one drive-by hater from last night?
oh yeah.
That was crazy. Get a job, motherfuckers. I shouldn't be watching right now.
It's amazing. They would tell people who are attempting to check on the servants and make sure they're upholding the law to get a job, but they won't tell all these servants interfering with everybody's property and rights to get a job. It's always interesting to me how that works.
Oh, I'm gonna flip the camera around real quick. Try to flip it around or what?
Yeah, flip it around, man. Go ahead. Let's get on the road here.
On the road, guys. Go see if we can get a couple calls here for you guys.
Subjects are yelling in the area of March 600 West Kamala. One subject was possibly down. There were 5 subjects that were
That one. West Kamala. Go to West Kamala.
What was it?
One suspect down, possibly down, they said.
Oh shit.
West Kamala. Go to West Kamala.
Slave down.
West Kamala something. Chat, I don't know if I heard it right. You know where it's at?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's literally right around the corner.
No way. That's close.
I think somebody got shot. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of a crazy call. It's on the floor.
9 Sam Adam 032, 9 SA Z132. We're on Guava and D David.
Guava D. David.
You know where the park is?
Yeah, the park's right here. What did they say though?
We're about to do it for homicide, dude. If there's actually blood.
Oh, I'm not gonna film blood.
Oh, I will. I don't give a crap. Because I'm not even monetized yet. So I'll film it.
All right. Let's see what we got here. I didn't really hear what kind of call that was, but
It's I think I heard it right. Right, chat? Like someone was down. Right, chat?
we're not sure, but I mean, it is close. It's a close call, so just right around the corner. So you should be able to see something
Chat.
in a few minutes. Few
Chat.
seconds, actually.
Chat. I was right? Someone go back.
See what's up. We got the algorithm's letting us in with the dual lives this time, which is pretty cool. It's good to see. Good to see. All right, this is Kamala Park right here, guys. This is Kamala Park. You see anything, OP?
Nothing. I mean, if he's down, he would be bleeding on the ground, so it's not like I feel.
Oh, maybe you misheard.
Oh, go for it a little.
We're looking, guys. Let's see.
Yeah, right there. Okay.
Oh, okay. I see a copper. All right.
Let me hold it for you. Start pointing.
But we want to see where's he gonna go? Where's he going? Keep an eye on him.
I am Daddy. Daddy.
Oh, here we can park it right here. All right. It looks like he went straight into the alley.
Go follow.
Yeah, let's go. Let's keep it going because the officer kept it going. He went right past the park and went through the alleyway.
So just follow him.
All right. Let's see.
Where would the dude be?
I mean, it is kind of crazy. You really want to go to?
Yeah, 100%. I've seen worse.
Kind of a crazy
I've
call.
seen heads be decapitated. Oh,
all right. Don't start with your. All right. Oh, there's a copper right there. It's just on the side right there, real quick. You guys will probably see him in a few seconds. He's
chilling.
He's just pulled over on the side right here.
Going down.
Hey, RTA.
Yeah.
What's up, Daddy?
You may want to. Yeah, you may want to. You may want to get StreamYard or something so that if we wind up doing more of these, you can zoom in on the camera completely. Because the folks in chat are saying that they're limited on their screen because I'm taking up half the screen.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, they have a free thing too, right?
Yeah, they should. I don't think you have to pay for all of them.
Yeah, and you're able to like at least bring in one guest, I believe, with the free subscription.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I might try that out. Experiment a little bit. You see anything? I don't know.
Looks a lot of caution tape.
Looks like looks pretty quiet down here, guys. On this Kamala Park call.
Oh, and there, I think in the alley, dude. Here, keep going. Keep going, dude.
Yeah, this is the alley right here, guys.
Trying up here, dude. Bunch of people.
All right. Is the scanner still on? She was quiet. It got quiet all of a sudden. There was a lot of calls earlier. Let me double check it. Yeah, it's still good. All right.
You know what would really freaking suck?
I feel what? Somebody starting a fire right there? What the hell is that?
Yeah, go through.
That's kind of weird.
Let's go.
It looks like somebody's starting a fire. What the hell? Oh, they're cooking. Oh, it's just lights. Somebody's setting up like a little taco stand.
Tacos! I'd say that way too loud.
We just go straight. All right, guys. Looks like I don't know what happened there, guys. There was officers there, but we didn't see anything, guys. All right, let's hold on and see what else we can get. Last night we got a high-speed pursuit chase. And the live before that was there was two high-speed pursuit chases. So, and there was actually a high-speed pursuit chase today as well, guys. So I don't know, it's been getting a little wild lately with these high-speed pursuit chases. Kind of crazy.
You want to just roll up on Sacred
Disturbing in the area, 2727 Stanford Avenue.
Stanford.
That's disturbing. Oh, try to get a better call. The disturbing, like loud music, those calls are usually pretty quick. They just roll up, and sometimes well, a lot of the times they already turned on the music, or they just roll up and tell them to turn on the music, so it's not really a big call. So we like to try to
You traffic enforcer.
not really go to those calls. Those calls are kind of, pretty lame, pretty boring.
Hey RCA, I'm gonna jump out so you can get the whole screen. I'm curious to see if if your views are different with me being here. If they shadow ban you or not.
No, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, for this dual light, but yeah, you'll. Oh.
Right now it is 23 on Black Hood and
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out. It's better for you to get the whole screen, right?
Yeah.
This way you
All right,
get the
for sure,
views up. I want to see what your final view count is.
All right, no, for sure, yeah, it goes way up though, for sure, yeah, it'd be way up there right now, for sure, no doubt. But yeah, all right, I appreciate you coming by, Paul, and speaking a little bit.
Paul.
Oh, he's already gone, guys. All right, guys. Yeah, I wonder. You guys can see the screen good now, right? You guys can see what I'm seeing. This is looking pretty good. Yeah. So it still looks small. All right, it still looks small, guys. So I'm gonna. Should I just? Should I? Hey guys, and restart it so you guys can get a bigger screen. A little small, guys.
Yes, we got one, yes.
It looks a little small still, and usually when it's a full screen, obviously, more people enjoy that, and are able to get
Commander Alpha Turkey says,
screen looks good?
Yeah.
How does it look on yours? Let's see.
Let me close it out real quick and make sure there's not technical difficulty. Let me go find it.
Let me double check, guys. I know a lot of people don't like it, and it just, end up bouncing. Let's see. I'm drunk. Time for sleep. Sub. Hey, appreciate you, sir. Don't forget to subscribe to
Me too.
Proper Instruction Motivates People, guys. He's right there.
It's still small.
Screen is centered now. It's centered, but it's small.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
All right.
Let me post my link too.
Yeah, it looks like people were coming in, now they're leaving. 47 people in, 46 likes. So it kind of went down a little bit. It went up and then it went down. So they might not enjoy that.
1081.
Go somewhere and say this the other way. Somewhere. Subscribe to Operation Eye Opener as well.
Can I edit it? Let me see. What does this button do?
What does this button do? He said,
Oh.
And then it ends it.
Wait, hold on. All right. Highlight your save channel list is what? At least 1 minute of video. I'm trying to look real quick. No,
They're saying restarted.
yeah, it doesn't look like it, guys.
They're saying restarted. 7-11 on Gonzalez, that's close.
On Gonzalez? That's not close. It's not close. But let me restart it, guys. Looks like a lot of people kind of left. Let me restart it real quick. Got 42 people. Usually by now, there's but we did pretty good. We did pretty good with the dual live. I was actually a little bit shocked and surprised that we had almost like 150, 160 people in here during that. That was pretty cool. I appreciate Paul coming in here, Mr. Paul Unslaved. Go ahead and subscribe to him, guys. And soak up that knowledge. That man has a lot of knowledge stored in that big noggin of his.
You just call him big-headed.
Yeah, I sure did. And you know, he doesn't, you know, doesn't charge for it. He just gives out all that information, all that knowledge for free. And all right, guys, so I'm gonna don't forget to subscribe and like the channel real quick.
Like me too.
And so you guys can come right back. I'm gonna restart it right now, guys. So I'll see you guys in a bit. See you guys in a bit.
Yay!
Yeah, Pimp Unslaved, guys. Soak up that knowledge. Let's go. See you guys in a bit.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, I dislike you too. The movie hero, jackass.